I got another Yu Yu Hakusho fight for you guys. And this one's kind of interesting too. This one is not like the last video I made. This one is Chu versus Toguro. Toguro's going all out and Chu gets to go all out. So that means end of series Chu versus Toguro. Chu was the guy that Yusuke fought in the Dark Tournament. They had their little knife edge death match, you know. Chu was a drunk, you know, and he's one of those drunken fist fighter guys, like, you know, with the Australian accent. This guy, he's very Rippo, looking for a fight, you know what I mean? And Toguro, he's basically about that shit too. So, both of these guys are, pretty, big dudes too. They're, tough, durable, strong. And especially Chu, by the end of the series, he was making an army and demon world look pretty weak by that time. Toguro is a high B class version, but let's get into it. Strength goes to Chu. Chu trained really fucking hard when Kurama went to recruit him. Genkai put them all through like some rigorous training, right? Physical strength wise, striking power is going to Chu for sure. By now, end of series 2, he's like that. Toguro was like that back then. Back in the Dark Tournament, Chu was actually a B class apparition, mid B class. Toguro was high B class, and that was back then. At the end of the series, Toguro was already dead and he was still breathing. Oh my god, like, this guy as a B class apparition was able to, but like, not even putting his hands on anybody, just shooting his energy out. Boom! These guys were like evaporated. These D class apparitions, they were like evaporated. They were, they were annihilated by his aura alone. They disintegrated, vaporized. He ain't doing that to Toguro, but it's definitely overwhelming. His demon energy is definitely overwhelming. Striking power goes to Chu. Speed also goes to Chu. He was walking the tightrope. You see that shit in the anime. That works on balance, but it also helps on speed too. You gotta walk past that shit fast. This man's trying to take his drinks and mid-fight. That might be a chance for Toguro gets to, strike him, but I'm telling you, like, nigga was already in the Dark Tournament. He was fighting against Yusuke, right? And he's just like, he was already, like, in his, he was already getting his groove going, right? So, speed goes to Chu. Durability goes to Chu as well. Toguro was pretty tough back then, but now stakes are higher and other things. Toguro never got to see that shit. Chu did, and he capitalized. He became an S class, low S class. Endurance goes to Chu. Fought Yusuke and Chu fought Yusuke. Both of them fought Yusuke for a long time. So, get mad, but upper B class operation and a lower S class operation, I'm like, nah, man. That's a gap too. That's a gap, really. So we have to give that shit to Chu. And then when it comes to intelligence, I do have Toguro being smarter than him. He will be like, damn, this is, this shit's crazy. I didn't expect this, because he understands from his experience that he was the strongest demon on that side of the Kakai net. But now that we're bringing this scenario into play, he's never felt energy like that. He can pick up on that shit. He's smart enough to know that this fight ain't gonna be easy for him. Experience-wise, I give it to Chu. Like I said before, he never got to fight these A-class operations to achieve A-class rank and then go up to S-class rank. Chu has done shit like that, so experience goes to Chu. Close skills will go to Toguro because fighting wise he was a karate man. He grew up in the martial arts. He has technical fighting training, up close fighting moves. That will, throw Chu off a little bit. Because remember, he's also not as smart as Toguro. But range skills go to Chu. Remember that alcohol blast that he threw at Yusuke? Yeah, that shit's stronger too. By the end of the series, recovery, regeneration goes to Toguro. Like I said in the last video, he has somewhat of a healing factor, but it's not crazy. It's nothing like Majin Buu or shit like Ukiora. Nowhere close to shit like that. But it is there. Hacks go to Chu. Like I said, once he gets drinking, he can create those alcohol balls. He can, increase his lethality with the, demon punches and kicks and all the shit he can do. Environment goes to Chu. Toguro never been to Demon World, and that's where this fight's taking place. Chu wins this fight mid difficulty to high difficulty, only because he's not that smart. So try to he'll entertain that too, because he doesn't want to because he's also the kind of guy that doesn't want boring ass fight, so he's gonna entertain that shit for a little bit until it gets to the point where he's just honestly, it's mid-diff. I ain't even fucking. But you guys are watching